What is up, everybody? DanDanTheFireman here. I have my Shoei Hornet X-2 helmet. It's the adventure style helmet. I have the peak back on it. I've been riding around for a while now without the peak, but I want to show you basically my first impressions of this. I've been riding, like I said, I've been riding around, and I'm just going to be talking about it. This is my Bell Bullet TT. I got this back in 2014. I've been wearing this for a very long time. This is meant for like a round oval head, and it's like a vintage type style helmet. I love the fact that it's a high visor or a big visor, small chin guard so I can see. So I wanted something very similar to that, and I got the Shoei Hornet. I wanted something very safe. It's a S.M.A.R.T rated, S.M.A.R.T 2015 rated helmet, ECE, DOT, and Shoei's are intermediate oval shaped head helmets. And I have an intermediate oval head, so this fits so much better than this one. I don't have the pressure points across the brow of my forehead like I do with this one. This one, it just feels so much better. But I wanted to go ahead and talk to you about some of the features that are in this that I truly like and that you guys should actually know about before purchasing this. So let's go ahead and move this thing out of the way. So this is the Shoei Hornet X-2 in white. It's a medium size and it has the silver shield. It does come with the clear shield already in it, and you can have the option of the silver shield or a smoked shield, and you can tell it's the Hornet X2 on the back. There is just the regular Shoei Hornet, and you can kind of tell the difference, obviously by the name, but on the front of the X2, there's no like massive venting right here. It's just this little one right here. On the Shoei Hornet regular one, the first one, there's this really big vent scheme like most dual sport helmets. Like I mentioned, it is Snell approved and it is DOT and ECE. Now, the reason why I got this over another Bell Bullet or more so of a street bike type helmet, or just basically like the Bandit, the Simpson Bandit, something that's more of the cruiser type riding. I chose this because I do take my bike off-road sometimes. Plus, I really liked the visor. I liked how much visual space you have. My peripheral vision is not messed up by having something tiny like on a sport bike helmet where you're mainly in tuck. I am mainly sitting upright because I'm on a cruiser. What I didn't like was the visor too much because it doesn't really match what I ride. So I got this because it is safe and this visor is easy to take off. So I'd like to go ahead and show you that feature of how to take it off and kind of what it looks like. So what you have is you have a small, right here, you can see it has like a little bit of lines. So there's this connection point, and then you have two connection points on the sides. Now these are just like little thumb screws, and it's a quarter turn. Both of these pop off, and this one is pretty simple, and I'm going to show you real quick. So it's just a simple quarter turn, and on this side it's also another quarter turn. And then on the top, this button right here is just to open and close the vent that goes inside. There's this little section right here as you push and you just pull it out. Well, first you got to pop the sides off. There you go. So after the quarter turn, pop the sides off, push that in, and slides right out. Simple as that, and it's pretty secure. When riding with it, I didn't feel like it was going to fly off just with the quarter turn and that little section right here, and that's what that is right there. It releases the top part. So this is what it looks like when you are riding around without the visor. I will be having some videos out. This is my helmet now, so if you just keep watching my videos, you'll see what it looks like without the visor, because I'm going to be riding around 95% of the time without the visor, and I really like this style of helmet. It almost makes you look like you're an alien, like a fighter pilot, something to that nature. And that's what I liked. Now, one thing that I didn't like was the fact that when you take the visor off, you have the vent hole right here, right there, and it stays open. There's no way of closing that. And I was thinking of possibly closing that up with some white Sugru, and I'll be talking about Sugru a little bit later when it comes to doing what I do with motovlogs. Now you have the visor system right here. I like it a lot. On my Bell Bullet, it was on the right side clasp. It was a magnetic clasp, and that was basically it. There's no seals or anything, just kind of close it, open and close it. This one, it's on the left side, and there's multiple sections. You can hear the click, 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 click. You can have it in different spots, and it stays. So I'm gonna go one more up, and it stays. One more up, and it stays. One more up. I mean, you just keep going all the way to the top, and that's where it stays. So this is how high the visor goes, or the shield goes when you have it fully opened. When you have it closed, obviously it closes, and it has a dual locking system on here. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'll try to zoom in and keep this nice and still as possibly I can, so you can lock it in. It does come with a pin lock system. I'm gonna go ahead and use this secondary visor that I have as an example of what the pin lock system is. On Shoei helmets, they have different types of pin lock systems. This is more of the low profile one. You can see the little buttons basically on there. And what this does is that with the Shoei Hornet X-2, this actually came with it. It comes with a pin lock Evo for the Shoei CNS2. And it's an insert, and I haven't done it yet because I wanted to test it without it for a while. It's an insert that you put inside, on the inside of the shield, and you connect it to these two portions, and what it does is allows it so that there's no, or at least it reduces a lot of the fog build up. So if you're riding in very humid temperatures or humid conditions and where it's kind of starting to rain or you're breathing heavy, it's just sweaty in there, it's supposed to help prevent fogging in the visual area. So it only covers a certain section of the visor, but it covers the area that is most important. So I'm gonna wait a little bit to try that out, but that will be its own video, and I'll let you guys know all about that. And I'll be putting it on the silver because I usually ride during the daytime, and I don't change out my visors too much. But to change the visor out, it is extremely simple. On the Bell Bullet, it was a screw that you had to unscrew. You could use it with like a penny or a quarter. With this one, there's no tools needed, and it's as simple as like, it's super simple. I've only done it once to change it out. But on the end, as you can kind of see, you have to have it fully open when you want to change it out. There is a latch, and I'm pulling it right there. I'm going to try to zoom in on that, hopefully. So you pull that, or do one at a time if you want. So you pull it down, and there we go. You pop it right off. Now to put it back on, it's as simple as putting it back in the, when it's raised position. There we go. So that side. There we go. It's easy to change out the shields. One thing that I did notice, if you are gonna get the silver shield, it smudges extremely easy with fingerprints and stuff like that. And I don't know if you guys can see, but if you look through the shield, you can see my face. With the Bell Bullet, with the silver iridium shield, you can't see through. That's one thing that I have noticed, is that you can see through looking into it with the shield, and you actually can see throughout pretty easily. But that's when the direct sunlight is shooting right on it. You can kind of see through, or outsiders can see your face. When it's not, they can't see you. What I did notice that it does provide very good daytime riding clarity. It doesn't hurt my eyes when I'm looking around, so it's great during the daytime. It's almost like it's a polarized sunglasses, so it's very nice. Now to go to the vent system, you have the front vent right here. You have a top vent right here to open and close. You do have this top vent when you have the visor on. Right here, you get airflow coming in through the front, and the way it's designed is that it pushes it into the top of your head. You have two exhaust ports right here, so it does draw the humid air out. And that's pretty much it. That's all you get with this. And a lot of people are saying this is a hot helmet compared to the other Shoei helmets. The other Shoei helmets must have really great ventilation, because this is not a hot helmet for me, and I ride in Arizona and it's hot here. So this is not a hot helmet. I do feel the breeze going across the top of my head, which was a lot different than the Bell Bullet. The Bell Bullet just introduced air wherever it came, and I just felt it all over, and I never really felt it on the top of my head. This is my first helmet that I actually do, and I actually have proper ventilation, and I'm able to actually feel it come over the top of my head and come out, and it's like, it's a crazy feeling to feel that, and it actually does cool you off pretty well. I do have the chin curtain installed on this helmet. I've never had a chin curtain I wanted to try out when it came to having the microphone. So it does play a huge difference in audio quality when I do my motovlogs and when I talk on the bike. What I did notice is that obviously it's a chin curtain, so I'm not getting a ton of airflow coming in, which is great for audio quality, which is not great for when I want airflow coming in. So, but this is easily taken out. It's just a matter of pulling on it. And I'm sure that's like most other helmets. This is new to me, so it's great to have that, and it's easy to put back in. On the inside, I do have a breath guard, which is right there, and it's not obstructive when I'm riding. I don't notice it, but this is a nice, easy breath guard that it came with in the packaging for the helmet, and it's easily taken out. You have great, there we go. You have great padding on the inside. I do wear a medium helmet when it comes to this, and it does get a little tight on the cheeks, but it is going to be loosening up, and that's not something to worry about when it comes to getting a new helmet, because that's going to break in. What you don't want to have is extreme pressure on the forehead and the top of the head, the crown and everything, because usually that doesn't break in too much, and if it's having that much pressure, it means that you got the wrong type of helmet or wrong size helmet. The cheek pads are interchangeable, along with a lot of the stuff on the inside. Shoei has a great system going on here so you can interchange little things here and there to make it fit you perfectly. Right now, this fits me just like I need it, and then the cheek pads are great. It's a normal D-ring closure on the chin strap. You want to have a high quality chin strap, and it is padded a little bit to where it's not bothering you too much. You have these emergency use only pull tabs, these red tabs. You pull it and it rips out, you can put it back in, but it rips out the cheek pads. So basically when someone like myself, a firefighter, EMT, paramedic, whoever arrives on scene to an accident, we're able to pull this out. And what I really like is that it's a sticker, so I mean if you want you can take it off, but it does say emergency pull tabs for emergency use only on both sides. So that's something great for us to know when to do that, because there is a lot of there's a lot of firefighters, EMTs, and paramedics, and whoever's on scene that don't ride, seeing this and it says pull red tab and remove cheek pad. So red tab right here, you pull it and it comes right out. There are videos of that online. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's a great little system that they have going on there. The vent in the front, it has a vent right to your face. It doesn't have, I believe like the X14 where there's multiple vents, and the vents actually go around into your ears and cool off your ears. You just have this vent in the front, which goes across the top of your head, exhausts out. You have an exhaust vent that pulls air out, and you have a vent right here that goes right on your face. And it actually feels pretty good. So far I've used it, but I already know that that vent is gonna kind of go away once I attach, I have the E4K, that's what I'm filming with this, and if you guys watch any of my videos, I usually go with a chin mount on my helmet. That is one reason why I picked this helmet. There's a bunch of reasons why I picked this helmet, but it's one of them because the venting system on this one, there's a nice spot where I can put the E4K. So I'm gonna be attaching a GoPro attachment or the E4K attachment, whatever you want. I have one right here, and it's basically gonna go right there. And honestly, it looks like it might not need, it's gonna need Sugru. So that's what I'm gonna be talking about at some point, and I'm gonna be doing a little tutorial on this, but I have Sugru. It is basically a sticky rubber. It's a glue rubber type substance, and there's a lot of people that do this for their helmets and a few other things, but I'm gonna be attaching Sugru to this, to the front, and then I'll be having that going on. And I'm also gonna be doing a video pretty soon on how to put a S.M.A.R.T Bluetooth, or basically any Bluetooth system, into this helmet. I have the S.M.A.R.T SMH10R right here on this helmet. I'm gonna be taking it off here. I got a supply kit, so I have more stickies, 3M tape to put back on this helmet, so I can actually interchange it if I wanted to. And then I'm gonna kind of show you how to basically put all the wires in there, because on this helmet there's not a lot of space for wires. And I'm actually gonna stick with this right here. This is the adapter for headphones. I truly like headphones more than speakers, but this helmet does have a really nice speaker port in it, and it's gonna be hard to show you, but this helmet does have speaker pockets and a nice section for the speakers to sit. I just prefer to have headphones in. Plus, I'm able to unplug the headphones when I'm talking, doing a motovlog, and I'm able to plug them into the system and do Bluetooth that way. But guys, this is not the only video I'm gonna be doing. This was more of like an in-depth, a little bit longer talking kind of about this helmet. And I would just like to thank Get Lowered Cycles. They helped me out. I was doing a lot of research on helmets, and they helped me out kind of picking which ones. They told me Shoei's were showing up on their website. I decided to take a quick look, and the Shoei Hornet X-2 really stuck out. I tried on the RF 1200, I've tried on the X14, I've tried on the Simpson Bandit, I've tried on a whole bunch of these helmets, and I finally stuck with this one, and Get Lowered helped me out with pricing and everything, kind of working with me on that. So thank you, Get Lowered Cycles, for that. So if you guys want to check out this helmet, please go to the link in the description to their Get Lowered Cycles link and see it for yourself. It's really nice. But this isn't going to be the only helmet type video I'm going to be doing on this, because what I've noticed online, there's not a lot of Shoei Hornet X2 helmet reviews or tips or anything like that, and it's an expensive helmet, and you want to see that stuff when you're about to buy a helmet, buy something that you're going to keep for at least 5 years. And there wasn't a lot on YouTube that I could find, especially without the visor, because I know a lot of you guys that do ride sport bikes want to kind of see what it looks like without the visor. The visor's kind of a turn off to you. But to me, I think it looks amazing without the visor. Hopefully I can bring that to you. But like I said, I will be doing some Sugru with mounting the E4K. I'll be doing the Cena Bluetooth. I will be doing more so. I'll even do the pin lock system in its own separate video so it can be shown. But with that said, I hope I helped you out a little bit, and I'll see you guys later.